When you laugh at
you guys don't laugh at your own dumb jokes.
I'm funny. That's what
The only
it's
one who does that shit.
Why would you not hype yourself? Why would you not gas yourself up?
Have you ever seen an element? She's like,
Make me look like a psycho. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, when you're in a relationship at this age, or rather in your 20s, are you expected, as a female, no wait, guys expect their females, their girlfriends, their significant others to cook and clean for them when they come over?
yes.
It's not expected.
It is.
You should,
Let me tell you why it's expected. Let me tell you why it's expected. Because these girls expect us to take them out on dates, pay for the date, pay for the taxi there and back. And so we need to demand something in return.
Demand.
And if we're not demanding pussy, we need to demand something else. So if it's not pussy, it's cooking. It has to be.
Then you can't,
If you're trying to wife these girls.
because you're the one who called them.
No. If I'm calling you to my place and I'm your boyfriend, you need to come expecting to deliver something in my place.
You know,
Otherwise, it
what
makes
I'm
no
saying
sense because it's 50-50.
You can't ask her to cook because
If
you call
I
her
buy
your
the
first
ingredients, then she needs to cook.
person. Why are you buying the ingredients if you
Let me
don't?
Because she needs to
What
cook.
I'm saying is, you don't tell her to cook. But then if she doesn't,
It
she
shouldn't
doesn't,
be.
if she doesn't know she has to cook.
Shouldn't be a big deal
Hey,
if
go
she
ahead.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Just
It
go
shouldn't
back.
be a big
Okay,
deal.
if it's not a big deal if she doesn't cook, then it's not a big deal if you go on a date and you make her pay half of the bill.
But that's you can
not,
go Dutch
but then
if
you
you
can-
want to.
Yay!
But let me ask you, Noah, if you're taking this mama on dates and you take her out to drink and whatever, how do you expect the wifey material in her to come out? If all you're doing is putting yourself in places where
Based
you're
on the
just being hyped.
based if I take my girl out on a date and she's like, you know what, I'll pay for what I bought. That's wifey material. But if she looks me in the face and says, you know what, you need to pay for everything that we've done tonight, that's not wifey material. Because I'm a student, I can't pay for that.
She's a student also.
Exactly.
She can't just be committed
so we
to
both
cooking
need
for
to
you.
understand. We both need to understand that where we're at right now is not in a place where I can pay for all what you want. So we need to have that bill, which is exactly what I'm saying. Like if I call my girlfriend to come to my house and she can't cook, and I have ingredients in the house, then she should cook. Simple as.
Wait,
should.
what? Wait,
But
what?
can you cook?
Yeah, I can.
Can you cook?
Yeah.
He's a chef. Wait, but I want to hear what this guy's up to. The
douchebag.
fact that
sick of the things that if you buy me lunch, I have to come, I have to repay you. That's what just that fact in itself. Just like
But then
on
she
to the
should
next one.
be-
Next man.
But
Then it's done.
it's-
Next.
In a relationship, it's a give and take. It's a give and take.
When I'm coming over, if I want to cook, no, I'll cook. But don't expect me.
Why not?
No, don't
Like
expect
if
her.
I put it in a ring and it, put a ring on it, I'll cook.
Yeah.
I'll cook all the days
Now
of
that's
my
big.
life.
How will I know to put a ring on it if you don't cook or not? Just boyfriend and girlfriend?
Let her cook.
No,
Let
Exactly.
it be an innate feeling in the sense that, you know what, I'm going to Nana's place and I'm going to cook some chapos for my man. But let me not get there.
And then
I'm
you
on Netflix like, hey, Asha.
Now much you
Get to work.
Hey.
But maybe he used the wrong word. Either way. Like, but then how would you feel you guys? You've had your girlfriend over. Apate socks chini. Apate vyombo ni chafu kwa
That's
sink.
what I'm saying.
Na sitake kuosha.
But
Yeah, how
that's
would
what
you
I-
feel?
That's not a wife.
I'd call her
It's
out.
not a wife.
That's
Yo,
what I'm saying.
let me
Get
go
out.
back to the drawing board.
Brenda.
Wait, so
And
why
just
for
for
you?
yourself.
A wife for me is someone who builds on what I have. So she works on my strengths and accepts my weaknesses. So let's say she comes to my house and socks are everywhere and there's ingredients for food and I'm not cooking. She should tell me, yo, you know what? We need to clean this house and I'll help you cook or I'll cook myself. That's a wife.
And do you understand her weaknesses? She tells you that she can't cook.
That's not a wife, bro.
What you want?
If you really want to understand your weakness, you also need to
Yeah,
understand
I can't
Dude,
You are the
which
man
girl do you know in this world who doesn't know how to cook, man?
The only problem.
You were lying.
This
Micro.
guy right here.
So let me ask you, what happens if you can't do
doesn't know
simple things like changing a bulb or changing a tire?
bastard.
Because you're
Then I'm not a man. I'm not a man.
Show me the
Because those
Wait.
are fundamental basis.
Hold up.
Me, I can cook. I cook.
Wait, coach. So does that mean if a woman cannot cook, she's not woman enough.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like it's,
She needs
it's
to know
like,
how to
the way
cook.
you're saying it's like a basic thing. I mean,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
should come with the package, you know.
What do you mean?
It's part of the deal.
It's a
I feel like
it's a
part of the
characteristic of being a woman.
No,
Same
but
way,
still, I mean,
a characteristic of being a man is providing for the family. A characteristic of being a woman is being able to cook for the family. Simple as.
Nah, you need to change that mentality, honestly.
Why?
You need to.
Let me tell you, I feel like a woman
Because
can
I-
have so many, she can offer you so many other things, but not be able to cook.
Or like
Imagine.
rice, beans, ugali, ingoho. Yeah. How can I? It doesn't make sense.
But now I'm asking, why are you listen? Why are you bottling it down to it measuring her womanhood if she cannot cook?
Because
She
it's,
can do so many other things.
it's a requirement. Just the
basic.
same way it's a requirement
Basic.
for men
So basic
to
for a
provide.
woman.
What do you mean it's basic though? I
It's
think
basic for a woman to cook. It's so basic.
Wallahi.
As in, tungu, nyanya, nyama.
so. It makes her less of a woman.
If she
No,
doesn't
see,
Spices.
what I'm
Yeah,
not
and
understanding
spices.
is how can you be
that
a
easy.
woman and you don't even have interest of knowing?
In cooking.
Yeah.
Maybe my interest is in maths. Maybe I'm in love with maths. Maybe
You
I'm
can't-
in love with
I
science.
look for a
Maybe
nigga
I'm
who
in
wants
love
just
with
to bang
something
maths.
else, you know.
See, but see,
We have
bigger
different
can't eat-
interests.
you can't
no,
eat numbers.
I'm not interested
You
in
can't
eating
eat
it.
numbers.
Yeah, that's why you
Sorry,
have
I'm
KFC.
sorry.
Thank you so much, KFC.
I think
You know,
our
as in, I
generation
don't
is
have to
gone.
know how to cook.
Look, this is what I'm saying.
Wait, what do you
How
mean?
can
What
you
do you mean
even
our
do
generation is gone?
Because listen,
Take out my friend.
Okay,
want to know how to cook.
a lady to know how to cook, how to clean, how to treat a man like you know, a man needs to be treated like a man.
Exactly.
Treat me like a man.
Wallahi.
Tulia, no, Tulia. Listen, to cover documentary, a man needs to be treated like a man. I need to be washed for, I need to be cleaned for. Which man? And I need to be given food. I want to. Which man? Unless you're dating men.
I have a question.
Eh?
So if I say
Eh?
I expect red bottoms every
Because
single
this
week,
thing
I
is
want to
thinking
drive
about
for
tradition.
me. Wow.
I will do it. I
Will
have
you?
to
I
as a
will do
man.
it.
Will you?
I
I
must
will buy you a
provide
car.
for my
I
wife.
will buy you. I'll even buy you a
Nigga is talking
a
about
house
cooking
help
in
to
general.
teach you how to
Cooking
cook.
addiction.
If you can't cook. You get what I'm saying?
I will not cook for you
I don't
if you
need
think
a-
that my mother, my womanhood is measured
No,
by
I'm saying,
my skills
I'm
in the
saying
kitchen. I will not
cooking
cook.
as a woman,
I will not
cooking for your husband is a privilege. It's something you should be proud of.
In
doing.
a-
The same way as a man, providing for my family and for my wife,
Brings
giving her
pride to you.
everything that she wants is something I should be proud of doing. If my wife wants a Porsche, I should be able to afford it. If I can, I will buy it for her. If
Let
my
me-
kids want all of these things,
let me
I
give-
can provide it for her. The same way my wife should be able to cook for me
Let me
and
give
for
you-
my kids.
Listen,
It's a
listen.
requirement.
Maybe I have been blessed in other areas.
What
That
other
is-
areas?
That is, do you know
Name
I
them.
can-
Name them. Give me a substitute.
Maybe,
Okay, give me a
maybe,
substitute.
maybe,
Give me a
maybe,
substitute.
maybe as
For
a
not cooking.
corporate, maybe as a working woman, maybe I'm so smart. You know those NASA
I'm not
women.
saying you're not smart. I'm just saying like cooking
Precisely.
is part of
Stop
the
looking at
relationship.
it as
If you get married, you get kids, what will you say?
So I'm a corporate, huh? I'm a corporate.
Yeah, my
Meaning say office.
yeah, me so busy.
Kuja
But
nitakutrain.
I have had a chef. I have had a chef who can cook. A house manager who can cook.
Who
You
can-
know,
what about those who
there,
can't afford
I
chefs?
can't.
So now,
can't afford a
you
chef.
won't be the,
I can
you won't
hire
even
house
feel
help.
proud of being the one to teach your
I'll-
kid how to do some of these things.
I can teach my kid how to break algebra. I can teach my kid so many other things.
But see,
Stop.
Bwana
You have
like a
school
shule.
teachers for that, exactly. You go to class for that.
The
I'm
context
not
is in the house. I mean, we're
Oh,
talking about
ho, ho, ho. A woman,
You pay money.
into the camera, a woman, you don't have to know how to cook.
Yeah, you do.
You can be blessed in other areas. You don't know how to know how to cook. You know, don't cook on don't.
But see,
You will
you
not
should
find
pick
a
your
husband.
But let me ask you a question. So then, if you cannot cook for him, how will you expect him to do for you other things then? Like pay for your hair?
it's not like-
Even if you can do it for yourself.
It's not like I'm not going to cook, but I don't want him to feel like cooking defines him. You see, let it not define me.
But
As
it
if
does.
I'm going to cook, I'll cook. But don't make it such a big deal that, oh, wewe kazi yako kwa hii nyumba ni kupika. Unajua, don't do
I'm
that.
not,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
not
it's
saying,
not
I'm
like
not
that. You're
saying
not
that.
saying
I'm
no.
saying, but it is a big deal. It's the
Then that
same
is
way.
one. Two,
You wouldn't marry
Noah,
someone.
there's some people, there's some women who will never know how to cook.
That's their fault.
They've just been blessed.
Don't
No,
you come and
they're not interested. It's not their thing. It does not make them happy. You know, you need to respect that.
But relationships are about compromise. So there are things that I will do that won't make me happy, but I'll do because I'm married to my wife and I want to make sure this relationship works. Exactly. It's an expectation. It's a subconscious expectation. The same way you expect your man to handle school fees, to handle school
But I
clothes.
don't expect my man to handle.
So you're gonna
I
handle
can,
them.
I can handle. I can handle.
So
my
what-
kids go
So you'll be okay with a man who just sits and does nothing in his life.
He just
No.
chills at
Exactly.
home.
No,
Waits
but
for you to come
in
home.
the event that he does not pay fees, I'll pay the fee. It's going to be a big deal. And just
That's,
swoop in
you
and
say
fees.
that now until you're getting there and you're swiping that card with your own
even what
money.
I'm saying. Because I won't ask you to pay fees. But then you'll know I don't have money to pay fees. You know?
No!
So
I'm
you
saying
just pay. It's
you won't,
just like
you won't
cooking.
ask me to pay fees because you know that I will do it because I love my children and I know my responsibility. The same way
then-
as a wife, as a mother, I will just expect you to do some certain things. And one of those certain things is being able to cook for the family.
What if I don't know how to cook? You know,
Then you're not a wife.
Why should you?
I
not
have
get
met,
into
I know a woman, she's so smart, she drives her car, she's rich, she's married, the
Yeah.
man she's married to does not
She's
mind,
Not smart, she can learn.
does
She
not
doesn't
mind,
know
she
how
even has a child, the man does not even mind.
I
don't
maybe
understand how you
it's
can
something,
say
it's something
21st
so
century women
ingrained into
should
our
know how to
culture.
cook.
Just get a wife from
Do
there.
you know how to
That's
cook?
it. That's it.
I feel
Well,
like
You just get one from there.
you should expect what you can give. If you're cooking, then I can learn. I'm like, okay, let me learn. But if you're not, then
Why should you cook?
women
Why should
empowerment.
Okay, let me ask you guys something. You guys
It doesn't
mentioned.
belittle women.
You guys said at Kwanzaa you said if I'm not able to pay fees, I expect her to understand and step up. and
No,
pay
I
the
didn't say that. I didn't say
No, I
that.
said that.
I
fees. You
said.
so then why is it that when she cannot cook, you
You're
cannot
not
step
stepping
up?
No, I
and
don't
help
believe
her?
in that.
I'm not saying
I don't
won't
believe in
cook.
that.
I'm not saying that. If she doesn't want to cook, let her say she doesn't want to cook today. We can go out, or I can even cook because I know how to. But then I'm not going to ask her to cook. You should know you're supposed to cook. So
Oh,
if
you
you're
should
not,
be
if
subconscious,
you're not
like, oh.
cooking today, just say, tell us.
So what happens in the
It's
case
really
where
low.
she's not even about, like she's not comfortable saying, because it's embarrassing to some aspect.
No,
Because
when
the African culture has taught us that I'm less of a woman because I
But
cannot
can't
cook.
No,
It's
yeah, you
normal.
are
So it's
though.
embarrassing for me to come.
It's not
Like, we're
abnormal.
in the
When
21st
complete
century.
package.
Are you
Y'all are
telling
making
me?
it
Are you
abnormal.
telling me, you guys?
Okay, let me tell you something.
home,
No,
do you
Peter,
cook every
let me
day?
ask these girls a question, yeah?
This is
Can I ask you girls a question? Did your parents emphasize on the fact that you needed to know how to cook? Yes or no? Yes or no?
No.
Yes or
Yes.
Personally,
Not
no.
gonna lie.
no? As a girl,
Personally,
yes or no?
No.
No.
Personally, yes.
Personally, yes.
Not-
So your parents didn't emphasize
My
on the
mother
fact that you
never
needed to know how to
called
cook?
me ati kuja
Even guys
kuja
nowadays,
kupika ndio
it's
kuja
like you
bwanako.
have
She
to-
used to
No,
say-
no,
no, but-
she used to say kaa chini usome ndio ununue gari yako. That is how I was raised.
Still. She still instilled the fact that you need to know.
Cooking for
Ah,
us
hold
was
on,
very
hold on.
was very
Of course,
innate.
I'm-
So mimi whether kupika si mind kupika but don't impose it on me.
It's not imposing. The same way you don't impose on your husband to pay fees for your children. It's in him. It's inbuilt.
It's a
As a man,
responsibility.
it's exactly.
Society
As a
has
man,
given.
he knows. Listen, I have raised these children. I need to be able to pay fees. I need to be able to do all these things for them. The same way as a woman, you need to be able to say, you know what, I need to be able to cook for my husband and for my family.
So all
It's not
those
something
women,
I'm
all those
imposing.
women who can't cook, they're not women enough.
I'm not saying they're not women enough. I'm just saying
They're
it's a
very
different
lazy.
lifestyle. The same way, like a man and a man can still raise a daughter. A woman and a woman can still raise a daughter. It's a different way of life. But the way we've been taught is a man pays the fees and provides. A woman builds the man while she's building herself, while she's building the family. And that means she needs to be able to cook. You guys, that is basic
Basic
African
knowledge,
101. As in,
But I'm wondering, it's not everyone. You're saying it's innate, but it's not everyone who has the skills. So I'm asking, why
You
do
learn them.
why do you have to subject the woman to being less
Cooking is
of a
not even
woman
a
because she
talent.
cannot cook for you? I
It's
just
a hobby.
It's
not
not
even a
a
hobby.
Cookies,
It's
cookies.
as in kwani you can't kata kitungu nyanya and put it in
moto.
moto alafu
But
weke
if I
ndegu.
just don't
Why
enjoy
don't you
it,
not do it?
I can do it.
but
No, you seem like
It's
you're
not bad.
demanding.
It's not bad. I'm not
Hey, no,
demanding.
it's demanding.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you seem
demanding.
like
I'm
you're
not demanding.
Because
The same way I expect myself to provide for my children is the same way a woman should expect herself to cook for a family. Simple as.
I'm getting Peter's point of the way he's saying that I can cook, but I don't have to. If you don't cook, it's alright. I mean,
Yeah,
Just say.
but
as
I mean,
long
just
as
say,
you
just
tell
say
us.
you don't. You know, I'm not going to cook today, honey. This and this, this and that. But you should at least know how to do it, how to do something, how to prepare.
Because
a
cooking
meal,
is so
how to-
easy.
Aye.
If
Not about
Basic.
eating or anything,
If
but
even-
you need to
even
know
guys can cook nowadays.
to undertake.
Kwanza that's even. It's like
Even-
contradicting
Peter,
traditions.
even guys can cook, even guys can raise children, even guys can be stay-at-home
I told
dads.
you.
Yeah.
Guys can
Yeah,
milk
what I
their
learned.
kids.
If
But
you
then you're not
enjoy making
supposed
it
to.
like
I
that,
swear.
don't do it like
Let me
that.
tell you.
exactly.
I'm not making
Right.
something so good. What I'm saying is,
It's not even one
a relationship
Maybe.
has two parts to
Okay,
it.
how-
Let's you work on your part, I work
Yeah, I
on mine,
know,
and let's
but
get this
like,
trophy
I can't-
together. You know what
I
I'm saying?
can't-
Let's share the responsibility, and the responsibility that we have has been laid out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not degrading anyone. I'm not degrading women by saying they need to know how to cook. I'm not degrading men by saying they need to be able to provide. If you want to switch positions, do so. But
for you.
the basic fundamental blueprint is that a man provides and the woman supports the man whilst doing her own thing, but she needs to be able to provide for the man in terms of being able to cook, clean, and support. And cooking is something that should not be something that shouldn't be like a contention point. It should be something that you not, as a woman, I'm saying I love my man enough, I love my family enough to be able to cook for them when I need to do it. And the fact that you don't know how to do something that is as important as cooking
And you don't want to
is
know.
tragic and very
That's bad.
concerning.
How can you not want to learn how to cook?
What you don't understand is that for some people, it's not for them. You know, it's not for them. I used to have the same mentality until I met the person I'm telling you. As in, they are not interested. You know, and they are okay with that. And they are married. You know, so many women out here who know how to whoop biryani and they're not married. Yeah, there's some people. It's just not for. It's not for everyone. That you need to understand that it's not for everyone.
But okay, we get what you guys, because you guys are trying to say it's an added advantage.
Advantage.
But I
But-
think don't subject her to
Yeah.
being less of a woman.
We don't
So what
expect
if you're both working?
if you're both working,
if you're 8 to
someone needs
5?
to come home.
No, see,
There's-
it's the woman.
Because you need to choose. It's a career choice.
So,
you either choose your
so I
career
have
or
to,
you choose
I
your
have,
career.
I have, I
Pick
have
one.
to put my career on hold because
Not on
someone is
hold.
hungry.
Not on
Just
hold.
sit at home.
Sitting on from
House, a housewife.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
Get a housewife.
I know, like,
Get a housewife.
My
Funny how
mom
hard is it?
still managed. It's not hard. Okay, it is. But I'm saying my mom managed to be able to cook for the children and still work on her career at the same time, as my dad was doing his manly thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a sacrifice. In the 21st century, you can do both, but you need to be able to do both. Like and if you're giving something up, you can't give up family over career. As a woman,
It
you
depends.
can't.
It depends. That's why they can give up. They can give up.
See what? You know, we've been raised by. But
Oh
see,
my,
see,
you're
you've been raised by a
complicated,
mother and a man and a dad.
Yeah.
Yes. Funny, how do they operate?
The African way.
Which is that bad?
No.
So then,
But I'm just saying.
what are you? You're black. You're African.
I'm just saying.
Born of the
Times
soil.
have changed in the sense
What
that
you're
a
saying
woman
is-
doesn't have to do things.
This 21st. Kwanza if it's like that, then tunaenda hivi. Walai. Hivi tu. Tunaenda hell.
Because then how will
First
families,
class ticket.
First class ticket.
how will families operate in the
How?
future if no one wants
Yeah.
to do anything?
Because we are.
Responsibilities need to be taken.
I mean, if you think about it,
And
no one wants to do
sacrifices
anything.
and
so-
compromises
Not
need to
working
be
there.
made.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, when it gets to a point whereby you think cooking completes a woman,
It does.
then that's a problem.
It's
Because
not a
personally, I
problem.
don't think
It's not a
completes
problem.
woman.
The same way, if you
Let's
think
just
that a
want
man
you to know
providing
to-
for his family completes a man, it's not a problem. It's true. If a man does not
You know-
provide
you know-
for his
you know-
family, he's not a man.
You know, for men, it's actually a command. It's a command.
It
from-
is. Same with the women.
Well, ours is only to give birth. Don't get too excited. True
That's
or false?
actually true.
It's
very true.
Oh, okay. So who's gonna feed the children now? The God.
Yes, the Almighty should come through.
I'm saying two-way.
Yeah,
fair
two-way.
enough.
Yeah, two-way.
I mean,
But still.
Two-way. But don't always have
I'm
a
saying
but
exactly. Because yeah, listen. Joe, I say two-way, but I say two-way as in the same way my wife can have a job and provide for the family. That's two-way, yeah? But the responsibility is on me to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way men can learn how to cook as an extra added advantage. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something that is inbuilt in us. It's like something I'm saying, you know what? By the way, I want to help my wife out in the future. I want to do both of the things. I want to be able to raise the children with her and cook. But in terms of raising a family, it should be something I know I'm saying in my heart. It's like, yo, this is who I am as a man. Same way as a woman, it should be like, you know what, man? The same way I can go and work a job and raise my kids with my husband, it's the same way I should still be able to feed him. Simple as.
I'm just trying to tell you, not all women. Then very many women are not complete, according to you.
Yeah.
Because not everyone, it's not innate for everyone.
Same way, many men are not complete in the fact that they don't take responsibility in raising their families. It's a two-way thing. Like you've said, people are failing both ways. Men are failing, so are
I
women.
don't think a woman who cannot do this at home. Yeah.
I mean, she drops like 50%. In terms of affability, bro. Ay, man.
True.
If we have to compromise
It's like we
to
evolved.
ensure exactly,
Yeah.
then women need to compromise
But then,
and need to keep the fundamentals as well.
Yes, we need
And
to
a
compromise,
fundamental
but it
is
does
cooking.
not complete.
But then traditionally, if you're a woman, you had to know how to cook. So we should build on
and we're in the
that.
21st century.
Now, what's
What does
that
that
you're
mean?
saying?
What does that mean?
It does not complete me. It's a good. Is it a good thing? Yes. Am I for it? Yes. But when you meet a woman who can't cook, she's not less of a woman because she can't cook.
She is.
She's just not interested.
but her level of appeal won't be the
Reduce
same. It won't be the same as
dramatically.
someone who knows how to cook. Obviously, I mean that's.
Cooking does not complete a woman. It doesn't. It
Cheki,
will never.
msichochwe, kubali kujua kupika.
Kubali.
Tafadhali. Kubali
Jua.
kujua
Guy,
kupika.
This is what I'm saying. In a relationship, there's two ways to it. There's a responsibility on a man and there's a responsibility on a woman to make sure that things work out for the family. The same way a man feels an innate responsibility to provide for his family, provide for his wife, make sure she looks good from cuticle to head, the same way he makes sure that his kids have fees and food on the table, is the same way a wife should feel innately that she needs to know how to cook and please her husband and support her children. I'm not saying it's a requirement. I'm just saying it's one of the responsibilities that makes a woman, especially in the African tradition, especially in the way we've been raised. A woman needs to be able to know how to cook and please her man and support him and support the children the same way a man needs to be able to know how to support the family financially and all that stuff. So my conclusion is, I'm not forcing women to cook, but the way I've been raised, the way I see my mother, the way she raises us as children is that she needs to be able to be supportive and in all ways. And cooking is one of those fundamental bases that makes a woman a woman. And I'm not saying I don't know how to cook, because I've learned how to cook the same way women have learned how to be career women, and women who can be mothers who can raise children at the same time, do it both at the same time. So at the end of the day, I'm saying women need to be able to know how to cook, because it's one of those things that makes a mother, warm figure, a warm, loving, responsible person, because it's one of those responsibilities that women have. The same way I won't expect my wife to provide for my family because I will do it. The same way she should expect her husband to provide for the family as she cooks, cleans, and she can still pursue what she wants to do. But it's just one of those responsibilities. So it's just a responsibility that women have, the same way men have responsibilities in terms of financials, stress and support. So that's what I'm saying.
I'll be brief. All I'm saying is I won't expect a woman to know how to cook. Okay. I won't expect a woman. I won't ask her to cook when she comes over, or if you're living together. But then you should take that initiative to want to learn if you don't know. And if I'm willing to teach you, then why not? Why should you? You know, feminism is bad for women nowadays. If you can say the 21st century women, it's not a must. You should know how to. That's not something to say. That's depreciating because it's bad. It's bad for us. That's all I'm saying. As in,
I agree with
take
you.
that
I agree with you.
initiative, take that responsibility. You know, you're the woman of the house. As they say, women are multitaskers.
My aspect is the same as you, but women should generally, innately know how to cook. You should cook for your man, clean for your, okay, not necessarily clean, but we don't have to be so feminist. Your man expects some aspects in a woman, right?
True.
Cook. Clean for me.
True. Then I'm not saying cooking it's not a talent. That we know. It's not a talent.
Yeah.
It's something you learn gradually, and that's why even men are interested.
Because at the end of the day,
Knowing.
you guys might have
Men
to
want
marry
to cook.
someone.
Men want.
We cook.
I cook.
Yeah, I cook.
Yes.
Yeah, I
So
cook.
if you come to my place and you don't know how to cook, I can teach you. If you're not interested, go.
Okay, so for me, I feel that cooking is a skill that has been socially passed down generation to generation to almost all our girls, as we've heard from our conversation. So for me, it feels like it should be a requirement. It should come with the package. If I'm going to wife you up, you're going to have to know how to cook. But I'm not going to demand you to cook every single day or every single night, depending on, whatever. So if we want to change roles, no problem. But you have to come with some kind of cooking background, some kind of cooking skill. And if you don't, you have to at least show some kind of interest in learning how to do it.
Boil some fish.
So,
Garlic.
that's
Garlic
what I
baseline.
think.
I don't have a problem with a woman cooking. It's good, it's nice. But it does not complete me as a woman. It doesn't.
It should.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It does not. Cooking does not complete me as a woman. I might have other interests. I might thrive in other areas of life. So yeah, will I cook? Yes, because I know, but it does not. It should not be imposed on me to cook.
I personally think it shouldn't be a two-way. It should be a two-way thing, and the husband should not demand the wife, but instead help her out. Oh no!
Sajuk with them females. Okay.
Females.
Kwanza Islam, unique people.
Wallahi.
Wait.
During Ramadan.
Kwani Islam ni nini?
Religion.
Oh.
Sister, Muslim
This
Islam.
one's out of
Okay,
your
guys,
I can't.
we are going.
Muslim.
It's the same way. You like foreplay. Not everyone is gonna be like that in the bedroom.
Who doesn't like foreplay?
He's going there.
See, that's why it's good for us.
You change the whole topic
You're not
to
going
something.
Who doesn't like foreplay? I don't know anyone.
You change it to something else.
On this green goddamn